And we're live.
Okay, yeah, and we're not bad either
No,
for time.
no.
A couple of minutes late, we apologize.
My bad. The traffic. I was on the traffic on Talbot.
Daylight saving time. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. And the sun was in his eyes, and so he couldn't
Yeah.
drive as fast.
Honestly, though, it seemed like every red light on Talbot as I was coming in, it was like red light,
Yeah.
red light. But I get it because you program it so you get people out of the city at this time of day, not
Yeah.
coming in.
Well, and somebody asked me this the other day, and
Yeah.
Mr. Chair of the Downtown Development Board,
Yes,
I said, we are really trying to slow the traffic down on Talbot Street.
Mhm.
It is not a bad thing if people can see what stores there are downtown as they're driving through town.
And also, I was like, you know what? I should have taken Wellington.
Of course, you just know
I
enough
tell
to-
other people that.
I scoot all the way around every morning, come up Princess. Yeah.
Should have done it, and
Yeah.
then I'm there, but I'm in the thick of it. There's no way out.
No,
I'm
now
locked
you're
in.
it.
Yeah.
And I liked it, even though sometimes it takes, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes longer to go from one end to the other of
I love it.
our main street.
Yeah.
I like
Most
it.
of the time,
I
but I'm
like.
not-
I want to see what's going on. I want to see who's got litter picked up.
Yeah.
I want to right.
Mhm.
So I do it to myself too, on purpose.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I'm going to have to stop at this crossover. Okay, now what's going on at this corner?
It's fascinating.
Yeah.
Well, as I was coming in, I saw Suzanne Ferris.
Yes.
She's working on her new space.
Oh, she's got some new things going on. So,
Mhm.
and the grand opening for
the atrium,
Atrium
is
tomorrow night.
Yeah.
I'm sticking
Or
around
what-
till
sorry,
after it. I'm
Thursday, is it?
Thursday. Yeah, I'm
Thursday,
sticking
yeah.
around till after it. Trying to leave after, but
Yep.
we'll see how it goes.
The 25th.
Look, we've got some neat things to talk about. Wasn't a council meeting this week, so we don't have much council work.
Yep.
We still have some construction projects going on.
Oh yeah, we should talk. The sculpture of Joe Thornton went up today at 3:30.
I saw that.
Yeah.
You'd think someone would tell the mayor.
They didn't tell you about that?
No,
Get out.
no. I read it on Facebook just like you're doing.
Oh.
And a great deal of my friends are there.
Yeah.
Maybe they thought people would be confused. Oh, there's a statue of Joe.
Joe and Joe,
Yeah,
and they're
right.
like, oh.
Yeah, which one's who? No. Yeah, because this athletic body is good.
Well, I wanted to make it over there, but I was just too busy jumping
I
around.
will
from
get
all
over there the
things.
next day or two and look
Yeah.
at it. It would be great. Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, this amazing project
This is an amazing project.
that everyone at the city's been
Right.
working at. Talk about it.
I got to show it to you, but you can't read it. It's we launched a new engagement platform for
Mhm.
all of you.
Yeah.
And I was just on it. I signed up. Yeah, you can sign up, and then you can log in. And on it, it is a way to announce. It's an official launch of our new community engagement platform. Speak Up St. Thomas, it's called. And so everything that we're asking for citizens to talk to us about, and many more things,
Mhm.
you can go on now, pick a project, and leave your comments. Right?
Yeah.
So you want to talk about road construction? There's a spot in there to do that. You want to talk about our official plan, which is another meeting was today.
Wait. Potholes. Is that under road construction?
I suppose, and I suppose you can enter your comments just about anywhere you want.
Oh.
Now, potholes would still fall under customer service.
Mhm.
This isn't going to replace you saying,
Okay, so I can't just go on here, complain.
no,
And
you
have it
can.
be
Of
fixed?
course you can.
Well,
But
yeah, you
it's
can.
better if you go to customer
Customer
service
service.
to get reaction that way.
For the media.
This is about projects. So it connects with residents, gathers feedback, and builds a more engaged, informed community.
Mhm.
This is where, remember we need all the information about transit or the transit master plan.
Yeah.
And we got like 10 people.
Right.
This will give us a longer period of time, a more reminding period of time for you to be able to talk about city projects.
And what's our population base?
I'd say 50,000.
So we got 50,000. If we have 10 people that comment, those 10 people have full control.
Well, and that's the problem. If we write a 20-year transit master plan based on 12 people's input, is it really what the majority wanted? It
Right.
is not. Of course it is
And
not.
city officials are not combing Facebook for what people are saying on there
No,
to build their
we're-
master plan,
We're
are
going
they?
to give you a new spot.
Okay.
Speak up, St. Thomas. Speak up.
Mhm.
Please do it.
And there's
So,
been some people
go-
have said,
Yeah,
you're
go.
not going to, you're doing this, you're not going to listen. Why would we do it? Why would you make this if you're not going to listen? That's why would the city put all the effort into doing this
Well,
if the city's not going to listen?
I will explain to you that
Yeah.
that obviously there'll always be naysayers. You and I have talked
Oh.
about others. People
Yeah.
have trouble with a sunny day.
Well, yeah, you get a sunburn. Why would you want any sun out there? It should be raining all the time.
But truly, this is about gaining feedback for long-term projects too. And so please, speakupstthomas.ca is the website. Go there, sign yourself up, scroll through it. There's a whole bunch of drop-down categories, council and the mayor and some other things. Yep, go scroll through it all. I haven't been through it all yet. But start giving your input, and you can give your input, anytime tonight while you're sitting your lazy boy. Speak Up St. Thomas.
I love it.
It's all for you.
Well done for you and the staff that have put this all together.
Well, and I think part of what's caused this, remember the Transparency Project, right? And we won that 3 or 4 years ago by having Mayor's Update. And no other mayors across Canada were having the type
Which is crazy, right?
Okay.
I love it.
We said, well, what else can we do that really helps the transparency in our community and gets the feedback, right? Now, the other thing that, you talked about someone who's, well, you're not going to listen to it. Yeah, might very well be right.
Well, it depends on probably what you say, too. If you're like, you need to have a spaceport in the middle of St. Thomas so we can go to Mars.
Right.
Are you guys going to do that? They might not listen to it. I don't know.
Right. And not everybody's answer to this as a solution to something we're asking for a solution to is the same. So they're just like in an election, there'll be some that get yes votes and some that get no votes. But putting your input in there helps us gauge how many people are on what side of what issue.
And how do we work as a democracy?
Exactly that way. The more people who said something,
generally,
within reason, means there's more people on that side of an issue. Speakupstthomas.ca. Go ahead and visit it right now and take a look and see what you can do to play with it.
Love it. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. We'll touch on that again before we leave tonight. But we've got lots of events happening.
Holy my goodness,
I guess it's summer
it's
in
event
St.
time.
Thomas now, right?
Yeah.
Lots of great things happening.
Yep, we do.
And so the first thing on the list is talk about Speak Up St. Thomas. So we've done that.
Good. Okay, we got to check that one off.
Right.
All right. Datrium grand opening. We talked about that. June 25th.
Yep.
From 4 to 7 p.m. Like you can show up, but preferences do register. So Elle knows, and her team knows.
I let her know the mayor's coming.
Yeah. How much to plan for? Because they've got to plan for food, they've got to plan for the space, all that jazz. Summer reading club launch party.
At the library.
June 26th.
I was there Saturday for the opening of the
beautiful park.
The Neely Nature Lab. Now that's what that's called.
Yeah.
Just beautiful. Greg Garden.
Yes.
Greg Grondin tree and garden.
Yep.
And just a beautiful place down there, and talked about how our library continues to branch out into the city.
Lovely word there.
We had it was good that I got that.
Yeah.
Right. But the it's just so unique, the things that our library is doing versus some other libraries. Again, we're so proud of being able to include the city in the geographic area of the library, and lots of stuff going on.
And they also had their culture
reading
week.
Club. Oh yes,
they had their culture week last week. I saw some photos online. Check out their Facebook page. You can see all the incredible stuff they were doing.
Yes.
And there was also a block party.
Yes, there was the chamber block party,
Yep.
And then Saturday there was the town show at Caps Off.
The town show, yes.
I did comedy.
Oh,
I did.
Very good.
Well, they didn't have it. Friends said, "Would you come and do it?" I said, "Sure, I'll try." So I did. The judges were tough.
I have no doubt.
You'd know most of them. They're bad.
Yeah.
No, anyway, it was
probably
a great fun time.
Too, eh?
Great fun time.
And of course, Canada Day. That's coming up fast next week.
That would be on July 1st.
Sure would be.
That's when we hold Canada Day.
Yep.
But some of the neighbors around us, Southwold, is always like the night before or 2 nights before.
It's kind of like their Remembrance Day services.
Yep, agreed. So we can get people to
you
both.
Can rotate it.
If you're really into fireworks, you can see 2.
Yeah, and they both do an amazing show.
Oh, incredible job. So, but Canada Day here in St. Thomas at One Password Park, starting at 4 in the afternoon on Canada Day and going till after the fireworks are over. So
and
I would guess 11 or 12.
10:30 it says here officially. Optimus Barbecue, inflatables and games, petting zoo, and as you said, fireworks.
Yes.
Zesty
petting
dessert
zoo.
cat.
I guess the
petting zoo.
Mayor will have to be careful.
Yeah. Don't get bitten by any of those animals.
Right. Yes.
You got another couple months here. Games night, Zesty Dessert Cafe, 5 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. It's a fantastic family that runs that. If you want to know a little bit more about that, pop on the Downtown Development Board. There's a post about it.
We're getting really good dessert places.
Yeah, we are.
I saw we did an event today with the staff of the city at Valley View.
Wonderful.
Oh, 500, 1,000 people were there.
Wow.
But one of the treats of the day was Hungry Twists.
Oh, I love Hungry Twists.
But now they're doing catering with the little pieces of the
dessert bites. Yeah, it's kind of like the size, like a little bit bigger than a Timbit, but like
all sorts of different flavors. And I kind of worked that area. I didn't have any today, but I worked that area. And what is this? And I had to explain about, you've not been to Hungry Twist. They have a savory side and a sweet side, and both are phenomenal. But these are the sweet sides. So I spent my whole day explaining Hungry Twist business model to many city employees, which I think are going there for lunch tomorrow.
Make really good food, and people are going to eat it, and they're going to buy it. Yeah. My favorite dessert one is basically caramel wrapped around this thing with crunchy caramel that it's been rolled in.
Some of that was there.
So good.
There was a strawberry shortcake one today.
Oh, I'm not sure I've had that one.
No, me neither. And another one that was kind of cheesecakey. And there's just lots of choices.
Incredible.
And the savory. I mean, I just love a good cold meat.
Their sandwiches are phenomenal. Right. Highly recommend. Yes. Gearlinks Kids Day is July 4th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Is it just for the Gearlinks kids, or can you bring
this? Is everybody. Okay. Rising Star Market, bike decorating contest, and bike track.
Registration is required. Decorating your bike?
Yeah, I remember going to my school and doing the test, and then you got I have one of these. What are those things called? You get awards.
Yeah.
Is it an award?
Trophy.
That's it. Yeah, I had some trophy. I was so when I was
many in life, eh?
No, I forgot what it was so long ago.
Well, I just remember you could decorate your bike with crepe paper and streamers and put the cards.
Bells.
Well, the cards.
Oh, the cards. So that's going back a minute.
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah.
All right.
When you're really good, that Mickey Mantle rookie card that would now be worth millions went in the spokes of my bike.
Millions of dollars. There's a reason it's worth millions because so many millions of kids did
put
that.
Them in that. Yes.
Caps Off Brewing, 7th anniversary, July 4th, live music, DJ, and great beer.
Oh, yes.
Summer Wheels.
Not even in that order.
No. Mix and match, folks.
Yeah.
Summer Wheels and Deals, July 11th to 9:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Knights of Columbus Club, shop local vendors, and visit the car show.
Is it just like every night at the Knights of Columbus now?
Yeah,
I don't mean that as a joke.
Yeah, their summer festival last weekend.
Right. And packed.
Yeah.
Right. And then now more events. And it's a nice place for it.
It is a great venue.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. Season Summer Carnival Open House, July 11th.
Which is about Seasons seniors.
Seasons Retirement Community. They've got guided tours, popcorn, candy apples, games, live entertainment, and more. Is this like a ha ha ha? Come to our fun carnival. Oh ha ha ha!
Let me show you a room. Look, I'm old enough to go pick out a room there, but I'm not sure most seniors can eat candy apples.
Well, go and find out.
Well, I guess so. That could be part of the humor.
Who loses their teeth?
Yeah. Well, we got to match them back up by size.
Yeah.
Grayden and I are in funny moods today, and
it's been a long day, like we were saying,
and then
now we're finishing it.
I went off other places. He went off other places. Both had very busy days.
Yeah, one of the things I want to share as well is, I had a great interview with the Justice Minister.
Great, excellent.
Minister Fraser, talking about bail reform today.
Great.
And going over just in broad strokes. There wasn't a lot of time. We had about 10 minutes to chat, and just to be able to share with St. Thomas what's happening and what we can see as an effect that will happen, and the goal of it as well, which is to help get repeat offenders the help they need within the corrections.
Right. But certainly to also preserve peace and justice in our community, that those that can't admit to themselves they don't want to be criminals, and we can help them.
And have more of a focus on repeat offenders in terms of, because previously, if it wasn't a violent crime,
just let everybody go.
Yeah.
Well, if somebody who breaks into your car 10 times, I'm sorry, but they're telling you they want to be a criminal. And so we need to find a way to deal with them too. And that's really what the Justice Minister is talking about.
Absolutely.
And our police chief too.
And our downtown businesses, as we know from being at the board meetings, it's it's the repeat offenders where people come in and they continually steal things. And eventually you can't necessarily survive all the time. So then we have seen some businesses that have said our business model can't work in this environment. we have to step away.
Right.
And that breaks my heart as someone who's a part of the downtown.
Well, and we've had the police chief, of course, at our meetings, and he spoke again last week at social issues or business issues. And we're really talking about how we now have to we've got to put some of the real dollars behind the repeat criminal. I didn't want to say thief because it isn't all about stealing. Sometimes it's about damaging or arson or other things.
Yeah.
So, yeah, great.
No, it was really fantastic. And then also asking him, like, how can we support him? Now they've brought these extra...
Yeah, we're up to 10 now, special constables on the street all the time. And I'm not certain that's quite done yet either. I'd like to get us till midnight, 7 days a week.
Yep, and absolutely. I
think 2 more that would take to make that mix work. But oftentimes now we're seeing 3 in a mix in the downtown.
But what was really, really great at the social issues, our business issues talk, is the numbers they provided in terms of the amount of crime is down.
Well, certainly violent crime and violent crime are both down, not only in the core, that's where you'd like to really solve most of your troubles, but across the city, some exceptional police numbers. Now, we had a tough budget last year, and I remember people saying, gee, Joe, that's high. I don't know if we can afford that. Why is it so high? And we said, well, we've given the police a lot more latitude and let them hire on some more people so that we can do a better job as we grow as a city. Wow, it's paying dividends.
I am so happy to see that because it's one of those hard conversations. I'm sure for them as well, they're sweating bullets because they're like, we're asking for so much more.
I know. We better do a better job.
We have to deliver.
Yeah.
And they have. And it's been incredible to see that. Yeah. And they've also been, in terms of the budget that was spent on the St. Thomas Police Force in comparable cities, like say for Woodstock, for example, their budgets were a lot higher. So that was one of the comparisons.
We were just playing a little catch up, but here it's made a difference. Let's keep doing it.
Absolutely. All right, so we've got some questions. Oh, my goodness, great. Okay. Deb's got a question. In your opinion, how long do you think the city contractor should take to repair a street light that has not worked for about 2 months? I've already called and logged this with customer service.
Then I would just try one more repeat to customer service. Obviously, the group that goes out and replaces street lamps sometimes have to wait for a part 2. I get that. But also, they try to group different areas of the city and try and do different areas at the same time. Give it one more shot of letting people know in case it's somehow lost in the system. But I've seen it happen next day. I've had people come on and say, wow, it came the next day. And I've had people that it's 2 months. So let's just keep reminding when we can. Customer service, the right outreach. Perfect.
Doug's saying, what's your perspective on the Alto high-speed railway project that's going in from Toronto through to Quebec?
Not running anywhere near us. It will probably improve traffic. I've heard both sides of the story. There's a lot of agriculture use, land use, and roads that it will have to cross that will cause some difficulty. I'm waiting for all of the details. The devil's almost always in the details. So let's see the design and how you're doing it and how many, individual farmers' homesteads are going to be cut in half, that they cannot go from one side to the other because of a high-speed rail in it. So I'm looking for the details. Look, I'd like to move people around Canada in a better way and a faster way. And currently our passenger rail is slowed up by pullover, where the passenger rail has to pull over while a freight train goes by, and then the passenger train is following a very slow freight train the rest of the way. Not what I'm looking for if I'm trying to get to Toronto, right?
No, and we've talked about that before too. Like I have jobs in Toronto. I can't risk taking the train
because it could be 4 hours late.
Yeah.
Right.
It will not. And my clients, after an event's happened, you can't.
So I'm anxious to see it. Yeah. I've heard a lot of political noise. I don't like it. I do like it. I'm not judging it till I see what the final plan is.
Bree's saying 100 Twist is the sweet side.
Oh yeah. But the savory side ain't so bad either.
Sharon's saying final walkthrough for AVSS Saturday, which is true. I was invited. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to make it because I'm going to be at the Elmer Truck and Tractor Pull. I've already got that booked in. And apparently the school board that's the only day they're able to.
It's a neat walkthrough, and this is just for people who went there to go reminisce and stuff. Look, we're going to probably get another walkthrough as we look to purchase the school or take the school over.
Well, let me know when that's happening.
And then we'll see what else we can do to look, there's been a lot of conversation. A very long message today that I spent back and forth with the person about trying to save the auditorium.
Mm-hmm.
And you and I have talked about it. It'll be a great performing arts center if it can be separated. Mm-hmm. And the gym for sure needs to be saved as a separate gym. But geez, how much does it cost you to rip down the rest of that school just to get a couple of fine pieces out of it? So as the city looks forward to whether we'll take control of that piece of property and whether it can be some housing, some gym space, some performing arts, some parking. If all this works, then great.
Yeah, I mean, that could be a performing arts center with a gymnasium.
Well, I've performed in that auditorium, and it is beautiful and great. I don't know.
I've been in the audience in high school. I went there for plays.
Well, I'm going to guess 500 seats, though. So it's way better than what we've been trying to use.
Honestly, could be great for some small acts to come through St. Thomas and perform.
Great. Yep.
Bree's saying there are many layers to this discussion because it depends on what an offender is getting in terms of responsive services, proportionate to the seriousness of the crime.
And many now are getting court orders. You cannot associate with these people. You must follow a curfew. And if they don't follow those court orders, they're much more likely to then spend jail time than rather being released back to the street on a nonviolent crime. But that's part of the whole thing we've been trying to deal with, whether it's drug court, getting people into rehab instead of into jail, that type of thing. But you're right. There's a lot of edges to making this work right.
Yeah, it's very, very complicated. And then also they're around who can be your surety.
Right.
There were questions around that. So I was having a chat with Andrew Lawton at the event that we were at this morning with yourself and everybody else, which is, we haven't mentioned that, the AGM.
The AGM of the Elgin Business Resource Center. And it's 40 years of serving entrepreneurs and businesses in our community. So incredible.
Congrats to them.
To see a lot of people from the past at EBRC. Right. And talk about FedDev Ontario, which is a group that's kind of formed in Southern Ontario because of the Futures organizations and is still there helping businesses in Southern Ontario.
And a shout out to Tara McCulley, because it was announced that she is
now promoted to the executive director.
Yes.
Yeah.
And a shout out to Sarah as well, who was there, who took over from Kevin and is carrying on the legacy. And now Tara is carrying on.
Well, and another person who was very important in my life, and Kate Burns Gallagher, who's the president, who's the chair of the board. She's
also the CEO of the Western Ontario Wardens Caucus.
That's great. She's been doing a huge amount of work.
Represents St. Thomas very well.
Yes.
So we were there, and while I was there, I asked Andrew what his thoughts on the bail reform were, and that's how he mentioned the surety side as well, because the Conservatives were involved in bringing that part into the bill. In that you can't have an offender who has a recent history of crime, so up to 10 years, they can't be the surety for
someone else
who is
who's
out on bail.
Right.
So, but there was an amendment that was brought in by the Senate which said, if possible, and so I asked the minister about that, and he said, well, it's really in relation to the northern communities where there's
very less people who could be your surety. I get that. Okay. And I might even forgive that, but. The answer here is if you put up bail money, it's supposed to prevent you from acting badly while you're on parole or probation or ready pre-trial. If there's no punitive action for doing it and there's no loss to anybody of that funds, then it's not doing what it needs to do.
Yes.
So we're just going to swing back a little bit. We're not going to swing back, throw them all in jail. That's not the intent here, but it is to make it punitive, and if you're not following your curfew and the police see you out, there should be another check mark against why you're not in jail, right? That type of thing. So yes, I think everybody's saying it.
Yeah,
I just want to put it all into the same
words. Make it very clear,
so
everyone's really on the same page. Because like we've talked about before, you can say one word, and one word might mean one thing to me, and it might mean another thing to you.
Right.
And it's like we need to be very clear about the definitions, because sometimes those get a bit muddy.
Yeah.
And we're just like, okay. All right. So that was a meeting that I had this afternoon, which was fantastic. And then off to do some more filming for the Beehive, do an overview. So that'll be coming out.
Excellent. The Beehive, this is Pollinator Week.
This is Pollinator Week.
All right. So
I love it. Yeah. And of course, the Horton Market had their Pollinator event.
Yep. And we talked about it. There was bee cookies at the library opening last Saturday. So, it's look, we're a tree city. We're a bee city. Does everything have to have 2 E's in it?
Train City?
Oh, see, there you go.
Yeah,
right?
Went off the rails with that one, didn't we?
Yeah. And the new statue of Joe Thornton installed today. Great. Excellent.
All these things. And then you just came in from a meeting. You flew in to get here.
Well, I got here early because
you did.
I didn't make it out to Grayden Laing Trust today. Or I was going to be too late. And so I checked in with Michelle, and she said, "No, we have a quorum. You're okay." And so I feel bad about not making the meeting today, but there's just so much stuff going on.
I hear you. And for anyone who doesn't know, what is the Grayden Laing Trust?
Grayden Laing Trust is a trust program that was put together even back in the days when it was just us using the Grayden Laing landfill. But once Toronto bought it, a certain amount per tip or per ton of garbage that goes into the Grayden Laing landfill goes to a special fund called the Grayden Laing Trust. Southwold has most control over it, and they do use it very well because it's in the township of Southwold, the dump itself. But for the whole neighborhood of basically all of Elgin County, St. Thomas, and any other area around it, can come and ask for a bit of financial help from the fund. And so I think every second year, St. Thomas has a seat on that board. So I'm sitting there for the second or fourth time since I became mayor. But councillors of Southwold and someone from Toronto. So it's really quite a unique thing how many people can get helped by that.
Just incredible. Thanks for
sharing that. Or
how
many neat new playgrounds get built and a bunch of other things.
They do so much work.
Yeah, it's very well used and capitalized on in the township of Southwold and St. Thomas itself.
Yep. And I was going to fly back to the bail reform side. I'd really like to ask people to pay attention to what's happening and let us know if you are seeing a reduction in the crime rates within the downtown, just perceptively, if you notice that. And also, go to the courthouse sometime and sit in and get connected.
Yeah, no, it's not bad to watch a court case or two, and I do a fair bit of that at night, even on my iPad, watching different, what's the scope of penalties for different things. Yeah. But I sat at the event today for city staff with 3 of our special constables, and one of them, it was pretty new, day 1 or day 2. Yeah. And they just think it's amazing. And the anecdote back from them was people just feel safer if they see us walking through downtown. They know see them in their bright yellow uniforms. We call them the highlighters. Yeah. Right. And so do the criminals. And so quick, avoid it, the highlighters here. Yeah. But it's just another great way for the general public to speak to our police force.
The question in from Bree is, what's the youth crime rate in St. Thomas?
I don't have that in. I'm not sure I have it broken down, but I'm sure Chief Roskamp does. But it's true. But also, youth crime is treated a different way. And if you get into no more trouble, often that crime comes off your record, and so it's not there for us to track backwards either, unless somebody becomes more of a habitual criminal later on in life, also. But I know we track the numbers, so. Remind me, you and I got to talk. I'm at the police service board tomorrow morning if I can get there.
I'll fire a message.
Well, there's 3 events, but business before business.
Business before business, which is another event that the chamber puts on, right? Which is a fantastic.
For those that get to business after 5, come and have coffee in the morning with a whole bunch of business people.
It is so fun. And
tomorrow's is at Wendy's on Highbury.
Wendy's, love it.
The new Wendy's on Highbury.
So. Very good. Yeah, I will try and get out there, and then I've got some shoots out to do in West Elgin.
Okay, all right,
in Dutton.
Well, I'm mostly around here. Being the mayor of St. Thomas makes my life slightly easier than yours, Grayden.
I think
I'm not sure there's not tougher decisions.
I think you have much. I don't know. My life is a little bit easier than yours. I think overall, the amount of decisions you have to deal with is
Again, I'm trying to get through this week as good as I can, so I can get back up to spend some more time with Stephanie. Stephanie's doing really well, living on her own with just 4 dogs in the north. But I don't like to leave her for more than 5 or 6 days at a time because Stephanie is bipolar, and she does need at least. I think she needs help with me being there, so she's quite looking forward to me spending this weekend with her. So I'm
glad you guys are going to get the time.
Yep.
That's super important.
Especially if we got weather like this. She's had the dogs in the lake swimming now, so now she can't put their leashes on without them thinking they're going down for a swim in the lake. So.
I love it. All right, we're going to wrap up. I'm going to give you a couple more events here. Music in the Park concert series, Sundays, 6 p.m., Pinafore Park. See the list of entertainers on the St. Thomas City website.
Yes.
Seniors Picnic in the Park, July 8th.
Oh, yes.
9 a.m., 2 p.m., Pinafore Park. It's free. Lots of music, door prizes, vendors.
Yeah. Incredible.
Berry Blast.
Booths, and they just hand out all sorts of stuff. So
phenomenal.
Right? Especially if you're old.
Yeah. You get preferential treatment, do you?
Seniors Picnic.
Is that ageism?
I'm still running through the splash pad.
Berry Blast at Horton Market, July 11th. Horton Farmers Market, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Nostalgia Nights, of course, Saturday, July 11th. Downtown St. Thomas starts at 4 p.m. Goes till 9. Positively Elgin Dog Festival, 2026, July 18th, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Pinafore Park in support of the Helping Paws Rescue and St. Thomas Animal Shelter, Kids Zone, food, free samples, contest, photo booth, and more.
Photo booth with your puppies.
Yeah, love it.
We missed a question last week from Doug Exner because it was very late in the show and we were trying to rush out of the atrium.
Yep, it was a bit hectic, but yeah.
And I believe, I don't have it right in front of me, but I believe he was asking, there's a couple of new funds out of the provincial government and out of the federal government that municipalities can tap into, whether they're recreational facilities or other wastewater plants or whatever else. And I think his question was directed, would the city be asking on the Railway Museum's behalf for funds for the Railway Museum? The answer is possibly. But that plan from the Railway Museum has to be much more detailed because we're not handing out, these funds aren't being handed out if it isn't absolutely shovel ready to go with an exact price on it. So I hope that answered it a little bit. I'm going to spend a little more time looking at it in this next week, Doug, and so we'll get back with it even better next week.
Right. So there needs to be a plan from them that the city could advocate for. Right. But it's also not a city-owned property.
Right. And it would be the city asking for the funds. And in some cases, we have done that. Certainly as the MP, I've advocated for funds for the Railway Museum in the past. But we need to make sure it fits all the mold and is shovel ready, has a plan with an exact cost to it. Yeah.
I just tried to double check that. I'm not seeing on the feed.
Yeah, I know. I tried to do it this afternoon too because I said I want to make sure we answer that. You know, once you and I bury stuff in Facebook, it's gone down.
Well, also, like Facebook will sometimes take the comments out.
Right.
So it'll be like, oh, these are all the comments, and then you have to go through the menu system and be like every single comment new. Anyway,
it's not as kind to us as we'd like it to be. But boy, if I want to get told what I should do with my life, I should go to St. Thomas Happenings.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's where you should go. Yeah. All right. Well, Mayor, thanks so much. Appreciate it. Thanks to everyone who's watching. Thanks to our sponsors. And we'll see you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.